Listen up, partners. This is Good, Bad, Ugly on World Improv Network.
Good evening, everyone. I am Alex.
My name is Asa.
And I am Jim.
And we are your astute wind counselors to get you through the week with any daily grind issues that you might be experiencing or any problems that you want us to solve for you. So we're going to get to our first winner. And our first winner hails from Beijing, China, and it's Joanna, I think. I hope I'm not butchering your name, Joanna. And she says, Dear Win, more and more, I've been thinking about showing up to work completely naked one day because of how boring and quiet the office is.
Naked.
Yeah. What do you guys think of that, she says?
I mean, it really depends on where you work, Joanna.
Uh-huh.
Like if you work at a cactus garden, I would say no.
That'd be a quiet office probably too. Maybe a little bit boring. The cactus probably don't move around too much.
That's right. She did say office. So I say go for it. You know, like you only live once. And so you just got to try stuff out, you know, just for the fun of it, you know, knock it off your bucket list. Go for it.
Wow. I could not possibly disagree with you more, Asa. There are, I'm sure, a number of men at your office who would be made very uncomfortable by your nude arrival. Not only, you know, with their own physical discomfort in their pants.
The response, you mean?
Yeah.
Physical response.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But also just think about the sanitary implications. Are you going to put down a seat guard whenever you go sit down somewhere? Is your office furniture covered in plastic?
Like a McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know, maybe she works at the McDonald's in Hong Kong. I've actually been to China. I've been to Hong Kong, and right there in Victoria Harbor, there's a McDonald's right there overlooking the harbor with those famous photos and pictures that you always see of Hong Kong. Maybe she works at that McDonald's, which is definitely all plastic covered.
Okay. You know, and maybe if you don't work at McDonald's, I advise you to stop at a McDonald's,
right?
Get some of their menus or like placemats that they put on the trays and take those with you to work and sit on those.
Or a bed of noodles.
Oh.
Bed of noodles, because they absorb almost anything, you know, hence why they get very nice and they get very, enriched. And so maybe a bed of noodles would be a way to go about it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Joanne, I don't know where you work, and I wish you would have said where you work because I could give you some more, detailed advice here. I mean, something that's really accurate as can be. I'm going to say do it, and hopefully you do it like in the middle of somewhere in Hong Kong, for example, so you can start a huge movement where everyone starts to walk out on the street, almost like an old school Tiananmen Square kind of thing, but in Hong Kong like that happened last year.
Alex, what is this with you in Hong Kong?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. She said Beijing is where she's from, but, I'm just hoping that maybe she worked in Hong Kong. Jim.
Okay.
A lot of great movies come out of Hong
True.
Kong.
True. A lot of great movies do come out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we have 2 for doing it. 1 definitely not doing it unless you're taking some appropriate measures, right?
Well, yeah. And I'll be honest, I am just made uncomfortable by naked people.
All right.
And I'm sure there are other people like that in her office.
No. Okay.
You haven't said anything about how I'm dressed, Jim, or should I say not dressed?
Mm-hmm.
It's because I'm not looking at you, Asa, and I am completely avoiding that side of the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
So much for that muscle shirt.
For the record, I will never be using that chair.
You will be on the right chair of me. Okay, we'll keep that in future reference. All right, well, our next winner is AZ. AZ, I don't know if that's short for something, but it's AZ
Arizona.
From Arizona, yeah. Oh, Arizona from Buffalo, New York writes, Dear Win, with the Buffalo Bills showing promise this NFL season, do you think the city of Buffalo would be burned to the ground if they were to finally win a Super Bowl?
That's yes, because the original owner of the Buffalo Bills sold his soul to the devil,
right?
And the promise was to never win a Super Bowl.
Oh man!
So if they were to do that,
the whole city goes up.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just something I heard. I don't know if it's true.
Was that a Wikipedia thing, or where did you hear that?
I just heard it.
Have you been communicating with the old gods?
Asa.
Like Odin,
Zeus, maybe
Jupiter,
even
Quetzalcoatl.
Maybe even Osiris in the Egyptian lore.
Yeah, cross-culturally, yeah.
Cthulhu.
I'm kind of worried.
Totally.
You know what, though? But here's the thing, Ace. I say Buffalo will not burn down. You know why? Because the Super Bowl is like the end of January, first part of February. It is ice cold in Buffalo.
Yep.
The city couldn't even burn if it wanted to. You could dump cluster bombs, barrel bombs, and all the gasoline you want. It's so cold up there, it's not going to burn. Even if the Niagara Falls can freeze, then there's no way the city can burn.
Maybe it'll burn in hot sauce. Maybe the hot sauce will be so hot that people will have really bad indigestion.
Hey, so you're scaring me. You know something I think that none of us know.
All right, you guys.
Kind of like last week with Ridley Scott. Remember that report last week with Ridley Scott in the Windworld local news, where he actually knew 6 months before the general public did that NASA announced to the general public that there's actually flowing water on Mars. He knew that 6 months prior to that.
Well, he also had an informant.
Oh, he did. See, again, you know something that we don't know.
Yeah, I've already said too much, you guys. So.
Okay, Jimbo.
I just fully agree with you, Alex.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly where my head was at. Too cold.
Too cold to burn. Okay.
Unless it's cold fire.
See, a cold hellfire. Yeah, that's possible. Like a veil fire through a rift between the dimensions.
Sounds like you know something that we don't know.
Well, I'll keep it to myself. But
I'm just going to stay blissfully ignorant of all these things.
That's always a good answer. The dumber you are, the better it is. All right. Well, our next winner is Doug from Denver, Colorado. And Doug writes, Dear Win, what are the most important things you want to hear from the current batch of presidential candidates?
The most important things. Oh, man.
Wow. I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is a plan. You know, don't tell me what you're going to do. Tell me how you're going to do it. You know, lay it down. I don't want to hear blustery hot air. I want results. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being treated like a mushroom and fed BS.
Oh, okay. I can see your adamant approach. I can sense your absolute conviction here, Jim.
I'm frustrated, Alex.
Understandable.
I'm frustrated.
So you don't want any more criteria words like we need to do this, we should do this,
No.
and all this hot air just to stoke emotion, but no actual results or no way about going about doing it.
Even if you're accomplishing something I don't like, I'd prefer that to nothing at all.
Because at least you're achieving something.
Yeah.
Okay. Like burning down the city of Buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's even possible.
Well, yeah. Not in January. No way.
That's a really good question. I just want them to tell me that everything's gonna be all right.
Oh.
Yeah, I just want to know. I mean, they can lie to me, honestly, but I just want to hear, hey, citizens of the United States,
Everything's fine.
it's gonna be all right.
Peace, love, and hair grease.
Yeah,
You
relax.
make me sick.
Asa.
You really make me. You are the problem in this country.
Excuse
People
me?
like you that just want to be coddled and fed a line and just swaddled up in little comfortable clothes and, oh, there's nothing wrong, little Asa. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds wonderful. You were just talking about blissful ignorance.
Well, when it comes to the outer world and the old forces and magical gods and things. I refuse to be Nero on his pillar in America.
Osiris.
How'd you know what I was going to say?
Asa, you know something we don't know.
All right. Yes, I've been in talks with Cthulhu, Osiris, Odin, all the great gods of the times of yore, and
Bro, hook us up.
Bernie Sanders is going to win.
Is he?
Buffalo's going to be all right. Bernie's going to take care of it.
Oh, man.
It's not going to burn to the ground.
It's going to be Bernie Sanders to the ground.
When they win the Super Bowl.
Right. It's all going to happen at the same time.
Okay. All right, we got another winner here, and this one's important, I think, because I think I might butcher this name, but I think it's Monzalia from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and she writes, Dear Win.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Hello, good morning, Vietnam is right. And Dear Win, what is the most important thing in life to never forget? God, that's a very
Wow, these are some
serious questions today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most important thing in life to never forget?
Never forget.
To remember.
Oh, man.
Bam. There you go.
Bam.
Problem solved.
Most important.
Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
I think the
On
most
point.
important thing to never forget is obviously 9/11.
For Vietnamese especially, yeah.
Mhm.
Made total sense, yeah. Don't ever forget 9/11.
Never forget.
In Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Okay. I would say the most important thing to never forget is don't forget that you're alive, because if you forget that you're alive, then you're probably dead.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
That's the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Because the towel in any situation can, like, if you've seen what was it? Shanghai Noon with Jackie Chan. Like he uses a towel, like he's in his character's in prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he pees on it and ties it around a couple bars and twists it with a stick.
Brilliant.
And then because it's wet, it has more tensile strength, so it brings the bars together. So
that's pretty awesome.
that's just that's my piece of evidence I'd like to submit to court for supporting Bring a Towel.
Okay.
Also useful if you're going to the office naked.
Yep, perfect.
Bring a towel.
Absolutely.
Bam.
And that's the brilliant advice here is unbelievable. Every week I can't fathom all this great advice that I'm getting from across from me. So therefore, we have one more little piece of inspiration though to get you through the rest of the week, known as Horoscope Corner.
Love, fortune, status. Let us do your astrological chart. Horoscope Corner on World Improv Network.
Hey there, Aries. We're going to Aries your dirty laundry unless you go to the World Improv Network YouTube page, subscribe, like some videos, check us out on iTunes, the World Improv Network podcast. Leave a review, leave some stars. You can also check us out on Twitter at World Improv Net. Send us some suggestions. We can use those on the air. Check out our Facebook page, the World Improv Network. Like us over there. And you can always check us out right here, Sunday nights, 8 p.m. on the Mile High Sports Radio.
Thanks for listening to Win on Mile High Sports Radio. Don't forget to be a winner and interact with the cast by sending your suggestions or questions for each show segment throughout the week by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, on Twitter at World Improv Net, or by calling into the Mile High Sports Radio studio line on Sundays before or during the show. See you next week.